Good morning. You join me on my commute to work. And yeah, this is just a bit of an update video. Vlog. Yeah, this is just an update video. As you can probably tell, no longer in Bermuda. I am now in, drumroll, sunny Australia. So yeah, been here for a while, been here since October, and love it. It's such a great place to be. As you can tell, I've got my bike license already, and yeah, loving life here. It's so good. We left Bermuda in August last year, did a bit of travelling, and then yeah, came over here in October. So now living in Sydney, and it's just an epic place to be. It's got so much to offer, so many things to do, like no matter what you're into. Sydney's just so diverse in terms of, like, you know, like, there you go, there's North Sydney in the background. In terms of like scenery and stuff, you can just do everything here. We spent pretty much 3 years in Bermuda. And there's Sydney silhouetted on the background. You see the Harbour Bridge in the background. That's the CBD, Central Business District. We spent 3 years in Bermuda, and after that amount of time, it's definitely time to leave. So yeah, when I came here, at first I didn't think I could convert my Bermuda license. So I joined the sort of license system here. Then it turns out I could convert it. All I had to do was the theory test and the practical test, which is super easy. It's a very different system to the UK, actually, on getting a license. To get your license in Australia, you first have to go on your L's, and to do that you have to do a compulsory 2-day course. Once you've done that course, you're then allowed to go and take the theory test. The theory test is very easy, as long as you've done the practice ones online. It's pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, you do your theory, and then once you've done that, you can then ride with L's. To progress to the next stage, you have to have your L's for 3 months. Once you've had your L's for 3 months, you can book your pre-provisional test, or most. That's basically very similar, I think, to the A2 test in the UK. You do like a road ride, and there's basic skills, like accident avoidance, like emergency stop, cone weaving and all that kind of stuff. All basic stuff. As long as you're comfortable on a bike, it's easy. Once you've done your most, you then go into your P's. And there's 2 stages of P's. The first P is the red. You have to hold the red for 12 months. And once you've had it for 12 months, if you're 25, then you get your full license after that. If you're under 25, you go on your green P's, which you have to wait for 2 years, and then you get, what was it, 18 months? Or pretty much 2 years. And then once you've done that, you get your full license. So the whole license system, if you're under 25, can take you like 3 years easy. And while you're on your L's or your P's, if at any point you get caught speeding or anything like that, you got to start again. If you're on your L's and you get a speeding ticket, or you jump a red light and you get caught, they give you points, they suspend your license, and then you have to start again. So you have to go back, you have to do your 2-day compulsory course all over again. You still got to have 3 months before you can upgrade, and it's just, it's very harsh. Whereas in the UK, I know if you're over 25, you can do a direct access course, which can be like 3-4 days, and then you've got your full license. So, very different. So when I first joined, I didn't think my Bermuda license would mean anything, so I did the learner stuff. Did a 2-day course, which was, you know, like, interesting, I guess. It's just how to use a motorcycle, really basic stuff, like moving off and changing gears and stuff. And then, yeah, I was on my L's for a couple of months, and then I decided to try again and get my full license, and they said yes. All I have to do is the practical test. Did that, and yeah, I got my full license, so it saved me going through all the P's and stuff, which is awesome. but I still had to do the test, which is fine. Oh, actually, that's one more thing to note. If you're over 25 but don't have the car license, then you still have to do the green Ps. It's only if you're over 25 and you have a full car license can you skip the green P section. So yeah, very long system to get a license, and it's the same for cars, I believe. And the funniest thing about it is when you're on your Ls, you're restricted to speed. So on highways here, the speed, or motorways, the speed is like 110 usually. So the highest speed you can go on your Ls is 90. So if you're on a motorway, that means you're going 20 kilometers slower than everybody else. If you're on your Ps, I think you can go 100, so you're 10k under. But to me, that just sounds absolutely mad, because if you look at research shows that it's the people that are going at a different speed to the flow of traffic that are in the biggest risk. You've got to remember as well that people don't really do the speed limits. They normally go a bit faster. So effectively, if you're stuck at 90, you're going much slower. You could be going like 30 kilometers slower than everybody else. Oh, I'm not going to get through there, am I? Balls. Damn it. Should have gone a bit further up past this guy. If you're on your Ls or Ps, either, I believe, you're not allowed to lane filter. Filtering literally takes 15-20 minutes off my commute in the morning. Now, the filtering laws on that subject are also stricter. Being on my full license, I can filter, but the restrictions are way more than in the UK. In the UK, it seems to be you can do most things as long as it's deemed to be safe. Darwin's law there. Yeah, so filtering has a ton of laws. Here's a good example coming up. So in this traffic here, I'm not allowed to filter. So this is fine. You can go past somebody who's turning as long as there's only one car. If there's more than one car, you're not allowed to go around them. Filtering, it has to be under 30 k's an hour and between two lanes of traffic going the same direction. You can't filter next to the curb, so if there's a traffic jam here, I couldn't go on the inside next to the curb, and you're not allowed to filter towards oncoming traffic. So I think essentially that would be overtaking as long as there's a broken white line. You can't filter in school zones. So here, for example, in the UK, I could go down the inside there, I could go around the outside there, and that's fine. Here, not allowed to do that. It's broken into two categories, so filtering is anything below 30, lane splitting is going above 30, and lane splitting is illegal, and there's quite serious fines and points for doing that. You just gotta go with the flow. But otherwise, the laws are pretty similar. They love a good red light speed camera here. Pretty much everywhere's got them, and they will give you points for both the red light and the speed. There's one right there, in fact. Riding in Sydney, I'd say, is pretty easy. It's pretty much like this, just lanes and traffic lights. But once you get outside of the city, it's really good fun. There's so many good roads and it's beautiful. That's the other thing, you can't filter next to parked cars. But it's probably a good thing for people who are just starting, because their balance is probably not that great. So slow filtering is probably not on the list of things to be practicing, really. But at the same time, I do believe it's safer for bikes to filter, because very easy to get rear-ended, and on a bike you have no protection. So even if you're just not even overtaking through the traffic, even if you just nip in between cars, and it just gives you that little shield of protection there. Because I had to go on my Ls first, I decided to get myself a smaller bike. So I got myself a Ninja. So while you're learning to ride, you have to have a LAMS, which I believe stands for Learner Approved Motorcycle, a LAMS bike. And there's a list of bikes that you can have. It's actually pretty mental. You can go straight out and buy, like an MT-07 is on that list. So you can go straight out while you're learning. You can do your 2-day how to change gear course and then buy an MT-07. I'd class that as a big bike. But yeah, no, you can do it. So yeah, you've got to buy something on the learner approved list. So I got this because it's great for Sydney in terms of like commuting and stuff. Like, it's super good at fitting through traffic and super economical, and it's as fast as you need it to be in the city. It's not that comfortable when you do long rides. I've been doing lots of weekend riding up in the mountains and stuff, and it's good. It just, yeah, after a few hours, it's just agony. I did test ride the S1000RR the other day, and the XR. In fact, here's some footage of that now. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what way you want to look at it, the memory card filled up, so it cut off some of my footage. But it caught the beginning bit before I started having a bit more fun. Yeah, what a great bike. Anyway, roll the clip. So I'm on a S1000RR Test Ride. Okay, so far so clutch is super heavy. So far feels quite manageable, less scary than I imagined. Feels lighter than I expected. I can flat foot, so I'm in sport mode. A little difficult to find neutral. And of course, stuck behind the police. Oh, quick shifter. Oh, I am surprised how I thought this would be ridiculous. And it's actually very manageable. Oh shit, I screwed up here. The clutch is super heavy though. Balance is perfect. No dramas there. A lot more lent over than my work. I've got to get used to trying out this quick shifter though. Instantly go for the clutch. So it's got quick shifter and auto blipper. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, it's so different to what I imagined. Oh, it's quick though. Oh, quick shifter, remember quick shifter. Oh, that down blipper. That's so smooth. I need it. I need it. It spins up so quick. That clutch though, and finding neutral is pretty difficult. That's so good. Oh man, I need to get out of traffic. That's what I need to do. Oh, it's hot. I also got to let go completely of the clutch. You know what? This thing is comfortable. It's way more lent over than the Ninja, but I could see myself doing a relatively long ride on this thing, because the weight is sort of, I don't know, there's no weight in my hands. It's all, I don't know, it's all in my legs, I guess. I can feel the heat though already off the engine. Okay, that's so easy to speed. Oh, it's so manageable though. This thing is a weapon, you can tell. Oh yeah. Ah, take my money. It takes a bit of getting used to. I'm just so automatically just rolling off the throttle. Yeah, I can flat foot both feet. It's getting hot. But yeah, what a fantastic bike the S1000RR is. It's totally different beast to what I thought it would be. It's like, I actually believe anybody can get on it and ride it. Maybe not fast, but I was actually kind of nervous getting on it, and then I don't know, it was manageable. It wasn't crazy. When he started ripping it ripped. Like the front wheel came off the ground very, very easily. You. And yeah, I want one now. It's just fantastic. S1000RR, that's going to be it. It's going to be the next bike for me. It's just fantastic in the sense that it's a complete weapon. You can take it touring if you want. It's very comfortable. I don't know if I want to wait for the new one though, because that looks just phenomenal. I think I want to go for at least the 2015, but I love the blue one, the Blue Fire 2012 model, and also love the HP4. So I don't know, choices. The XR was pretty awesome too, but by the time I got on that thing, traffic was a lot worse. Yeah, anyway, I think that's it for me. Just a bit of an update really. I did record a ride yesterday with my mate on his R1M up in the mountains. Did the old Pacific Highway, so putting together a little video of that because the scenery and stuff is just stunning here. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Peace out. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Can I hear you?
Yeah.
Just about.
Alright. The way you cut off in front of me into that lane without turning an indicator on.
I had an indicator on actually.
No,
I have it on camera, mate.
Wait, review the camera footage. You weren't indicating left as you merged, and you could have caused an incident. Seriously, you need to indicate.
Actually, I was indicating. If you weren't so close to me, you would have seen that.
Like, there is no need for this. Review the footage. You're recording it for some reason. Have a look. You weren't indicating, and then you merged. Right.
Actually, you'll find I was indicating. If you weren't so close, it wouldn't have been an issue.
I know my distances, alright?
Well, I know I was indicating, so I'm not sure
what I don't know is when you're going to turn in front of me without indicating.
Well, look, use your eyes.
Well, next time someone runs into the side of you because they haven't reacted to your stupid move.
Well, how about you fuck off? How about that?
It's your fault because you ride like a dickhead.
Well, no, you're the dickhead, actually.